Good morning again. I was looking through some of my videos and I think it's been a couple more weeks since we've done a garden walk, and so I thought anybody that's keeping up, my friends might like to see my garden again. I'm going to start up here at the carrot patch, and there's all the short and sweet. I'm going to pull this whole bed up. The weeds are getting bad, daggone weeds, but anyhow, watch for a carrot harvest video maybe this weekend and see if I've got enough to start some canning or something. But I'm gonna put a whole other planting after I get this bed amended. So that is the carrots. I want to show you the potatoes real quick. This is the back lot of potatoes that we put in right at the end of May, I think it is when we put these in. So most of them have already flowered, but they're doing really good. We've done healed them up a couple times. And then let me come across here, see if I can get back into, I put a second planting of corn. I got leaves here, I like using that for mulch. And I put in a second planting of corn there. I think I've showed you all that, but it's coming up really nice. And so yesterday, I amended it with some blood meal, which is supposed to be a great organic nitrogen booster thing there. Now let's go down to the lower garden, the big garden, and I want to show you how my corn's looking too, which I need to mulch it also. Oh, I'm trying not to be too gabby on this video, but I want to show you my morning glories too, and something real cool. See how they've grown up right up the trellis. They look so pretty. Stupid Japanese beetles, I think they're about done with their cycle. I'm seeing less and less of those, but aren't those so pretty? I've honed in on one. It just looks like they glow on the inside. I love them. Love them. I have. That was my grandma's clothesline. The other piece had rotted, so instead of having clothesline, I just made a flower hanger out of it. But a couple of those had dropped off and they're growing. They rooted right in the ground, which I thought was pretty neat. So since I do the weed eating, Russ says if I want flowers, I have to weed eat around them. I didn't weed eat down the little volunteer starts that happened there. Okay, sorry. Now down to the bigger garden. So my tomatoes have grown a lot, and I have ate several green tomatoes off of there. I was joking and telling Russ we might not get any red tomatoes with as much as we like green tomatoes. I need to come out here and run another line. You can see they're getting heavy. Watch this. Look at that. That is Fonzie's ball, and if I come near this garden, that he throws the ball in, I have to get it and throw it back out, and the cycle keeps going. Silly boy. But anyhow, there's my cucumbers are trellising up. I've been eating a couple cucumbers every day. I've got more coming on. I wanted to show you the zucchinis. Here's a good example. I got lots of zucchinis coming on, but here you can see that I started doing this probably about 5 years ago or better. But that's just, I tie it up, and wherever the fruit is, you cut off them lower leaves, and that keeps the airflow in. You don't get all that powdery mildew on your leaves. And who likes stockings anyhow? I use my old pantyhose that have runs in them mostly to tie them up with, because it stretches. So it works better than string, I've figured out. Anyhow, so that's that. Let me keep moving. Fonzie, out of my garden. Fonzie, go. Cucumbers, the second set. These are the ones that I wanted to pickle. And look how the squash is growing. We have a really cool one we're watching here. It's like a little Siamese twin squash. There. See? Isn't that funny? But anyhow, I've froze squash, I've ate squash, and I have plenty of squash coming on. And I made a second planting of that too. Those are those little carrots coming up. They're doing great. I think I have 6 spaghetti squash on. Listen at me talk. But I put these ones up today. I made them a little sling because they were getting heavy. But I mean, check this plant out. I told you they take over. Absolutely take over. Check him out. Holding him up there. Check out the Roma tomatoes. They're loaded, absolutely loaded, and I think they're doing pretty good. They're wild too. I mean, you can just see they're bushy and wild, and if I can keep them up off the ground, I'll be accomplishing something at this point. Daydreaming about tomato sauce and homemade ketchup. Broccoli, I have debated on whether pulling this broccoli and planting something else or trying to ride with it, because the worms have been bad. The caterpillars have been taking over really bad. But I had a friend, same with my cabbage, had a friend said if I would hit it with like a light solution of salt water, I could save them. So there's a couple, I mean, there's still some good ones, but like that, I mean, that's just sad. I don't know. I ordered row cover and it didn't get here in time. Everything's kind of shipping low. There's that second row of beans up. And there's the other row. I pruned them back and I got a lot of new growth. They had started slowing down a little bit. The potatoes are dying off. Be digging those soon. Happy. And this little mystery is kale. It is kale. Now this, I'm not sure. Still no head if it's cauliflower. I don't know. These came out of the same seed package that I bought from the dollar store. And Russ told me that's what I get from buying seed from the dollar store. I don't know. But it was supposed to be cauliflower and it's kale. I'd never ate kale, but it's pretty good. I made some kale chips out of it and been looking up other recipes. So broadened my taste accidentally. My banana peppers, check out the peppers. They have came up so good where they were pruned, and I've seen some, look here, getting some peppers on them. Starting to. Oh, it looks good. I want to walk you over now and show you the corn and the sunflowers, okay? And see my turkey-lurkey's still standing guard back there. He's done a great job. I've hardly noticed any damage at all. No rabbits, no deer in this one. He's done his job. Good job, Russ. We'll work on mulching all this evening. All of the pumpkin row came up here for the jack-o'-lanterns. You can see how they're growing. Weeds is a never-ending battle. I don't know if you can ever keep up with them. But the corn, look, it's doing pretty good. And that's why I want to mulch in between all of these rows, because the weeds were getting pretty bad in here. But check out that ear right there. Nice, huh? It won't be long. I'll be eating some corn. I think we'll plan on freezing some of it right in the cob that I had seen where you can store it in the cob without blanching it and then just nuke it in the microwave for a little bit and eat it. Oh, and since I've not sprayed this with any type of pesticide or anything like that, it'd probably be good to try it that way. I might try a dozen ears or so, just as an experiment if I get enough. So there's my sunflower. It's about up to my shoulders almost, but check this out. This one's looking a little bit different in the top, so I'm thinking this is the head that comes out of it and starts flowering. I've never successfully grown sunflowers before, so I'm pretty excited. And that's the one that the deer chopped off right down there. Remember him in the middle? Yeah. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably smaller little sunflowers. We'll see, but if the seeds are good, we'll eat them. Anyhow, I planted 15. I think I'm down to like having 11 or 10 left. I'm not sure. Something like that. Oh. That's where it is. It's growing and it's feeding the family and some to store away. I've canned some beans and I've froze some beans and it's still going, so I'm just happy. Killing time and gardening and trying to keep peace of mind. So my prayer is all of y'all are doing well and staying well too and trying to keep peace of mind as well. Thanks for checking out my garden again. Bye. Are we done, Fonzie? Oh, are we done, Fonzie? Huh? Are we done? He's goofy, but he's handsome.